everybody, welcome to Off the Rack. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
This is the comic book review show where we just take a comic book, break it down by its basic elements, and then tell you what we thought about it. This is from last week's haul of comic books. It's Batman number 5 from DC Comics, written by Tom King with art by David Finch. And then later from the episode, we're going to be doing some recommendations for books that are coming out tomorrow on Wednesday, so stick around. What did you guys initially think of Batman number 5?
Initially, my reaction was a little tepid. I liked it as the book progressed, but frankly, I think it ended a little weak for me.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it from start to finish.
Yeah, I did as well. I was kind of lukewarm on the series from issue 1. I mean, Batman Rebirth, you can't even count because it's basically just a Scott Snyder book.
Right.
But Batman 1, 2, and 3, and actually up to 3, I was like lukewarm. 4, I'm like, oh, I see where we're going with this. And then 5, I was like, oh, it's over already? Like this whole thing?
I think he writes a great Alfred.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sick of whiny, miserable crybaby Alfred.
No,
this is like real Alfred.
This is like sarcastic Alfred. I love him in the Batsuit, driving the Batmobile, and like you see like the increment, like change in the speed.
Yes.
While he's doing this like monologue to the Waynes about like his actual job description.
Right? Now it just gets, he's like, yeah, as he gets deeper and deeper. Oh no, taking care of Master Raid will probably be totally fine. And
It's very John McClane, like, oh sure.
come on down to the coast. We'll have some laughs. That's very John McClane. That's the first and only time Alfred has been likened to John McClane.
And then, I'm here. Oh, good lord.
Oh my god!
Leave!
The Alfred thing is indicative of all the characters in Tom King's work.
Yeah.
They're all distinct, they're all unique, they're all cool and realized and good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my disappointment, and I say disappointment with quotations around it, is in so much as I'm disappointed that it's not as epic as I think it could be, and it's not as mind-blowing as I think it could be, but I shouldn't discount the fact that it's a good comic.
Yeah, I think it's a little quieter. Like, even the way that he has Batman, like, use Duke.
Yeah.
Like, in the way where he's just, like, he has no regard for, like, emotions and relationships, but he's like, you can use that to get the answers I need.
Right.
And I'm gonna need you to do that right now.
And I need you to do it probably for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, that's really cool, but, like, very understated. But,
Yeah.
like, it's there.
It
and,
is.
like, I think that adds this really fun depth to Batman. Where
I
he's
agree.
just like, no, it's not just being smart and figuring things out and, like, having the right gadgets. Like, you have to, like, remove yourself sometimes in order to get the job done.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. And by the way, it was epic. The first issue, the dude tries to stop a plane from crashing in Gotham and uses, like, saucer-sized jetpacks to divert it.
Which I booed on.
Yes, but I thought it was cool.
It's awesome.
But still really cool. The reveal of Gotham and Gotham Girl's powers, and how they work, were handled brilliantly, I think.
Yeah.
We didn't get too much. We don't get into specifics. For me,
it's unnecessary.
It reminded me of like when Black Cat got her powers, and they established like she had to go through surgery, and you're like, what? Like, what exactly did they pull out or put in
for luck?
Give her luck powers. Don't get to the answer is don't think about it.
A rabbit?
Right? Like, yeah, just the foot,
Yeah.
But
all 4 of them. And a penny that they found head side up.
But don't think about it is the point. It's just, I traded this for that, and now I have powers.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And how much power I can use versus how much life I have to give up. That's cool.
I thought was cool about that was the way it was used here, because that in and of itself could be its own story.
Yes.
Because if you flip that and made it be like a government program, we would see that as being something that was really inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, we are going to give these people, like these soldiers or whoever, like, this serum.
Yes.
And they will protect us for a very finite amount of time, and then they'll die in service to other countries.
But don't worry, because we have an endless supply of soldiers.
Exactly.
That we can use for
but
this.
like that would really he's already sort of a villain in the way that he's thinking, but like that would truly villainize that process as opposed to these people who are just trying to be giving.
Yes, they were trying to give all of themselves to fix God.
So like I guess I kind of dig that concept because it really opens up a lot of like windows and doors
to
things that you're like, do I want to know what's out in there?
And I think we'll open some of them.
And I like the motivation behind trying to be brave, trying to protect people, and it just went in the wrong direction with Gotham and Gotham Girl.
This seems like a nightmare in Waller's hands.
Oh yeah, and of course because we established Waller is involved in this in some way.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
She is?
Yeah.
In what issue?
In the last issue.
Well, I legitimately didn't know that Amanda Waller had any involvement in this, but I still think that would be like something she would attempt to integrate into some form of Suicide Squad like thing.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's okay. I can control this superpowered being, and he'll just give up his life for the next 2 years and then die.
And then die, and then we don't have to worry about it. Plausible deniability.
My only gripe with this book is that I wasn't a huge fan of the some of the language, especially when Gotham Girl was scared and she kept stammering.
Oh, yeah.
And it kept continuing.
Well, you know what it is? It's because you didn't have the context. She's
I did not.
repeating herself because it's part of her kind of programming.
I assumed it was, even though I didn't, like, that didn't bother me.
No.
It
But I
bugged
think
me a
that,
little bit.
you know why I probably didn't was because I read some of the Vision, so like I was like, Tom King knows what he's doing. This must be tied into some sort of like crazy thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Like I made assumptions.
I thought it was funny where Batman kept saying we need to talk, and then would just keep attacking Gotham. Like he wasn't planning on talking.
That's how he
no.
talks.
Yeah.
It's the language of the fist.
Of the battle.
Yeah.
I don't talk with my words.
That's right.
I talk with my actions.
That's right. Yeah. That's
Can you
Batman.
hear what I'm saying?
It's cool. It's a cool book. Oh, we didn't even talk about David Finch's art, which I think is getting better and better each issue. What do you guys think of David Finch's art?
I liked it. I think it works for this. It's so drastically different
Yes, from what it was before.
than like the Snyder run.
Yeah, Capullo's art.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. I'm like,
Spectacular.
the guy who draws Batman really great.
Yeah.
But I think that's really appropriate to do. Like, if you're going to start a new regime in Batman, you need to change things up entirely.
Yes.
Give it a new feel.
It's interesting, the comparisons, because Capullo managed to balance the real and gritty versus the ethereal. He made Batman look mythic.
Yes.
While at the same time being, like, legitimate and real. With David Finch's pencils, this is very much grounded in reality. Everyone is very, like, firm and stoic and static. They're just there. Like every stitch is accounted for.
Yeah.
Nothing's lost to interpretation. It's all right there on the page. And I think that is important for the gravity of Tom King's story. Like, you need it to be uninterpretable.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that's Alfred in a bat suit.
Yep.
Like that is, you know.
He's not filling it in.
No, that's a scared
see
little
the
girl.
mustache.
You know, that's a scared little girl in a superhero costume. Like these are all real things we're looking at, and I think it works. I think it works really well for the tone that King is striving for.
Yep.
The other thing was the final fight between Gotham Girl and Gotham.
Yeah.
Too short.
Oh, well.
Should have been longer.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, I think the fight was not as important as it was laid out to be. I wanted it to be important because I wanted to wrap it up, but it wrapped up so quickly. I think that this is not the end for either of those characters.
Oh no, I'm sure it isn't. I felt like it's funny. Like I thought that fight was like it mattered, but it didn't really matter. It was more or less the internal fight she had.
Yeah.
And we saw plenty of that. Like she had a battle with herself.
Right.
Yeah, when she was talking to Duke.
Yeah, and I felt like that was the thing that was more important. Was
Right.
that like she saw like the reality of what was happening.
That's true. Favorite moments from the issue?
Alfred. Batman.
Yeah.
Alfred. Second for me is when Batman resolves he needs to call the Justice.
Yes! Where he's just like...
Call them. And then they come in and Superman's like, "Hi, I don't know if you've met me before, but I'm kind of a big deal." And then Gotham
Wipes
just
the
wipes
floor.
the He's like, "Oh, shit." That was cool. And a great way to measure how powerful Gotham is.
Right?
My other favorite part was when Batman's flying away with a grapple gun, and Gotham's like, "What are you gonna do? Fire a rope at me?" No, I'm going to hit you with a plane.
Yeah.
And the next panel is just the bat plane bombing right into him.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Crashing this plane.
No. I really did like the Justice League showing up.
That
and
was
that he
cool.
would call them them.
Yes. Just call them.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna...
Not gonna name them. They know what they're
You
called.
know who they are.
Yeah.
Super cool. So there you go, guys. Batman #5 from Tom King and David Finch. It's a really cool book. I think if it came out last week and you skipped it for whatever reason, don't. Go get it, but get the rest of them so it fills in the gaps.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
want it. You're gonna want it.
You're
It's
going to want
cool.
that information
Yeah, you
about
do
Psycho
want
Pirate.
it.
You do need it, but you're gonna want it. It's
Yeah.
really cool. So pick it up. Meanwhile, we got some recommendations that are coming out this week. That's coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. What's coming out that you can recommend to the folks at home? They gotta buy. They gotta get it. What is it?
Okay, so for me, it's Extraordinary X-Men #13, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Humberto Ramos. They're doing Kingdom's Fall with this. You've got Colossus still being one of Apocalypse's horsemen, which is fantastic, and Iceman, and I think Nightcrawler have to bring him down. You've got Magic stuck in limbo. She's doing some cool stuff, and then there's an Ancient Evil. If you've seen the cover, you know that this is going to be big, so I'm on board for that.
Cool.
Sal?
I gotta tell you, I have been buying Action Comics since Rebirth, and it has never led me astray. Action Comics number 962, written by Dan Jurgens, with art by Art Filbert, Steven Segovia, and Clay Mann. Let me tell you, it's literally just pre-Flashpoint real Superman fighting seemingly pre-Flashpoint real Doomsday with Wonder Woman helping him.
I got two things. They're both
Oh.
from DC. Hellblazer #1 is coming out.
Finally.
Yeah, so that's written by Simon Oliver with pencils by Moratat.
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 Well, we know he did something.
Yeah, he did. He did Elephant Man,
That's right.
among other things.
Yes.
What I think is really cool about this is we're getting a return to like the gritty, the grimy, in
The
Constantine.
Vertigo-y.
Yeah, the more Vertigo-y
Good.
version of Constantine. Also, Swamp Thing's gonna be in it.
Oh, sweet.
He's calling it a favor.
Awesome.
So
Hey.
that's cool. It's very cool.
They should just give Alan Moore $100,000 to just write it.
Constantine?
Yeah.
Or Swamp Thing?
Either.
Okay.
Both.
All right.
Call it Constantine. Call it John and Alec, and just do a cool book.
Yeah. The other book I'm going to recommend is DC's Wacky Raceland
Yay.
number 3. This is my advanced copy.
Yeah.
I have it right now, but this will be out for you on Wednesday. Written by Ken Pontic with art by Leonardo Manco. It's still awesome.
Yeah.
It's still awesome. And I know this was like the one that I started on in the DC book club, but I had to read them all.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Easily.
Easily my favorite.
Yeah. Because she gets the advanced copies, I get them as well, and I've read them.
Yes, this is my favorite one.
This is super fun.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's super fun.
Yep.
It's not for kids.
No.
Despite
its awesome and fun title.
Right. Well, yeah, Wacky Raceland.
But it's
yeah,
great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
But
drawn great.
it's
Yeah, it
it's
looks
just
awesome.
it's good.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what everybody thinks, I like it. I'm gonna keep getting it.
Cool.
But if you will have any interest in DC Hanna-Barbera, this is the one I like.
Also,
Nice.
if you trust Tiffany's opinion, which you should, because she's
Right.
on the show and she's done some great things on back issues and read some great books.
Right.
Pick it up.
Yeah, this one, but this is nothing like most of the books.
No.
that
It's
we've done.
different, so
It's
peruse it.
Totally different.
But
Nuts.
give it a shot.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
It is nuts. And issue 2 is great, and issue 3 is awesome.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Which is funny because that's what Ken Pontic said.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said this one was going to be even better, which didn't seem possible.
But it is.
Because issue 2 made you care about Dick Dastardly.
Which I never thought
In a
I would.
real human way.
Yeah.
So, yay! DC this week for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of DC. But you know what?
And
Hey, Marvel,
Yeah. And you know what?
climb back up.
You know what, though? For me, Doctor Strange will be coming out soon enough.
That's right.
And then I'll say
And hey, Civil War will be over soon, and then we can start getting back into comics again.
Yeah, nice things.
Yay!
That'll be great. I saw a couple titles on Marvel. I was like, oh, that's a cool... Oh, it's Civil War 2. Never mind.
Yep.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
What, you didn't care about Ulysses #1?
Oh, God, I love that
What?
character.
Who?
And his whole lineage, it's so great. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this episode of Off the Rack, and we'll see you guys next week with another episode. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
I'm not Tiffany.
Keep on reading.
Nah.
Oh, what are you
I'm
wearing?
wearing my Doctor Strange little slippers. They have a little cloak of levitation on the back and an eye of Agamotto on the front.
Is that what you have?
I do. Over on Periscope.
That's right.
Hey.
Hey, everybody, we are shooting an episode of Off the Rack right now.
Yeah, we are.
Just wanted to... I was meaning to do this. When we did all the letters pages, I was like, oh, I should be periscoping before every episode of the show, you know,
But you didn't.
but I didn't do it, so...
I don't know why you're looking at me. Someone has slippers on.
Look at my slippers!
They come with little capes.
Little cape.
Little cloaks of levitation, I guess. Like Namor's wings, they would make you fly.
Wait, hang on.
Woo!
I was like, you didn't really jump! Yeah!
I know. I didn't know how fast Sal was going to go up. And he did very well.
So right now, we're recording you being recorded on this episode. Maybe I'll throw it in at the end of the
So now
episode.
you know what we see when we record.
So-
We
if-
see this skeleton face.
That's right. Check out this very complicated setup I've got here. All right.
Switch it up.
So we'll see you guys later. We're just going to start shooting Off the Rack right now. So,
I bet you can't tell what we're going to be doing,
yeah. Can you imagine what it could be?
right?
I don't know.
It's
Anyway.
there. It's right there.
Just like most people don't
All
know.
all the information is presented for you.
It's just like most people don't know what this shirt is I'm wearing.
No. Let us know what it is and where it's from. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.